I think we have just discussed something about gross income.
Yeah.
Next item that we have got to do is less adjustments. Correct. Then we have adjusted gross income. Correct. This is what we used to have, adjusted gross income. So today we will be discussing about what items we will be taking up for adjustments. Correct. So we have made a lot of discussion about gross income, rent, royalty. We have just taken up capital gains. All that will come under gross income. Against the gross income, what is the sum that we can deduct? Then after this AGI, we have standard deduction or itemized deduction. We are not discussing about this. We are discussing about this. Correct? So today's discussion is about adjustments to income. Then the list of adjustments are about a dozen or so we have. In the list, adjustment in the form number 1040, we have line number 10, 11 and all that you have. So I have just taken up that order itself into the next slide. Correct. So every line in form 1040, 1040, we will be just making note about that. Qualified educators expenses. Firstly, we will develop the list. Certain business expenses of armed forces reservist, performing artist, and fee basis government officials. That is, they are not a salaried employee, they are all fee based government officials. Next, line 3 is health saving account deduction HSA. 14, moving expenses for members of armed forces. Deductible part of self-employment tax. Next, self-employed SEP IRA, individual retirement account, simple and qualified plans. Self-employed health insurance deduction. Penalty for early withdrawal of savings. Alimony paid. The form requires the amount paid, recipient's social security number, and the date of the original divorce or separation agreement. Line 20 is about traditional individual retirement account deduction. Student loan interest deduction. And lastly, reserved for future use. No deduction listed on these items of the form. This is Archer, MSc deduction no longer. New members are admitted. It is there in the list, but it will not have any impact
What
at
is
all.
the
Other
MSI?
this is the old system. That is why I told you it is there in the total list, which
Okay.
is no longer
It's a
there.
template. It's considered a standard template. It's finding place there.
I will take up the matter for a discussion. So that is why I have written within brackets. No longer new members are admitted. So since it is there in the list, because there are people who have gone into that MSA deduction, for them they will be claiming. So still that line is very